Hey guys, what's happening and welcome back to our channel. According to a recent interview with the talk show host, the Ellen DeGeneres show will end after its 19th season next year. DeGeneres told her staff of the show's imminent cancellation on Tuesday, and in a new interview with The Hollywood Reporter, she spoke at length about the transition. She said that she was stopping the show for artistic purposes, not because of falling ratings as a result of claims that she fostered a hostile workplace. So let's check out why Ellen DeGeneres ends her show after getting cancelled. When you're a creative person, you constantly need to be challenged, and as great as this show is, and as fun as it is, it's not a challenge anymore, she told the publication. In a letter to THR, Mike Darnell, head of unscripted TV at Warner Brothers, announced the show's cancellation. Even if all good things must come to an end, you must believe that genuinely amazing things will never come to an end, he said. DeGeneres' resignation came less than a year after many former and current colleagues accused her of ruling over a toxic environment where several said they were subjected to bullying, bigotry, and paranoia behind closed doors. Last year, the news caused outrage and demands for DeGeneres' show to be cancelled on social media. For several months, DeGeneres was quiet about the claims until finally confirming them in August when she announced the firing of 3 top executive producers. She also discussed the accusations in the season premiere monologue last September. "I'm so sorry to the people that were affected," she said. "I know that I'm in a position of privilege and power, and with that comes responsibility, and I take responsibility for what happens at my show." DeGeneres also stated that she would make important improvements and begin a new chapter at that point, but she did not elaborate. The accusations leveled against DeGeneres seemed to irritate her viewers. Her show's ratings plummeted to an all-time low this spring, with more than 1 million people tuning out after her on-air apology. DeGeneres griped about mean and evil people in her latest interview, lamenting the effect of the accusations on her happiness. She went on to say that her only aim is to promote kindness and love, and that she didn't believe the rumors about the abusive environment at first. "It was very hurtful to me," she said. "But if I was quitting the show because of that, I wouldn't have come back this season. There was an internal investigation, obviously, and we learned some things, but this culture we're living in is one where no one can make mistakes," she said. "And I don't want to generalize because there are some bad people out there, and those people shouldn't work again, but in general, the culture today is one where you can't learn and grow, which is, as human beings, what we're here to do." She blamed a break-in at her home and the disappearance of several dogs for her tardiness in responding to the accusations and backlash last summer. "The backlash just kept getting bigger and bigger until it was out of hand," she said. "And I said to myself, I don't deserve this. This isn't something I need. I am aware of my identity. I am a decent human." The Ellen Show premiered in 2003 as an energetic afternoon chat show of celebrity interviews, funny gags, thoughtful expressions, and dance. In the aftermath of her self-titled comedy Ellen, in which she made history as the first character to come out as queer in 1997, it soon catapulted DeGeneres to a new level of popularity. Later, DeGeneres voiced the forgetful Dory in Pixar's Finding Nemo and its sequel Finding Dory. She didn't reveal her specific intentions for the future to THR, but she did say she would definitely consider working in films. After the announcement, DeGeneres' critics took to social media to celebrate the show's conclusion. "I learned that things happened here that should never have happened. I take that very seriously, and I want to say I am so sorry to the people that were affected," DeGeneres began, echoing a previous letter she sent to her crew after the allegations surfaced. "I know that I'm in a position of privilege and power, and I realize that with that comes responsibility, and I take responsibility for what happens at my show." This is the Ellen DeGeneres Show. I am Ellen DeGeneres. Former workers claimed everything from racial remarks made by senior producers to staffers being dismissed for taking time off to attend family funerals in a series of bombshell stories published by Variety and BuzzFeed last summer, exposing the show's corporate culture. Executive producers Ed Glavin, Kevin Lehman, and Jonathan Norman, who were all identified in the accusations, were eventually fired from the program. However, DeGeneres tells THR that the scandal, which has dragged down the show's once steady ratings, was not the driving force behind the decision. She insists, "If I was leaving the show because of that, I wouldn't have come back this season, so that's not why I'm coming to a halt." Some praised Ellen DeGeneres' announcement on Wednesday that her eponymous chat show would be cancelled due to public uproar as the latest example of a wayward star being cancelled by public outrage. One Twitter user used the succinct monitor Ellen DeGeneres as though that said all. Another, speaking with those who feel misled by last year's reports that the show's Be Kind message masks a hostile work environment, took a more Socratic stance. "Everyone, hey, #Ellen, will you make your workers less discriminatory and take responsibility for a hostile workplace? I left," says #Ellen DeGeneres. The reality is a little more complicated. Although public indignation may have influenced her decision to end the daytime talk show after 19 seasons and over 3,000 episodes, it's more likely that greed, not morality, drove her decision. The ratings for all network television in the United States are declining, and it was estimated last October that daytime talk shows had lost an average of 19% of their viewers year over year. But DeGeneres had fared even worse, with ratings for the new season's September opener, in which she apologized and promised to take responsibility for what happens at my program, down 37% from a year ago. In March, Nielsen ratings revealed that Ellen's viewership had shrunk even more, losing 1.1 million followers, down from 2.6 million to 1.5 million per day. Women under the age of 54, the most important demographic, were also moving away with a 38% drop. The uproar may have accelerated the fall, but the ratings have been declining for years, having peaked at nearly 4 million per episode in 2014 to 15. Sponsors allegedly abandoned the show, and celebrities became more difficult to book, though this may have been due to as much to a lack of content as to a mutual cold shoulder. Actors tend to appear only when they have a movie out, and most blockbusters are still getting dust on the shelves due to COVID. In any case, only the most discerning can dismiss the latest lineup as anything less than A-list, with Ping, Keith Urban, Oscar candidate Andra Day, and Oprah Winfrey among those scheduled to perform. So do let us know your thoughts regarding Ellen DeGeneres ending her show after all the accusations against her. Are you happy that she's quitting, or do you feel bad for her? Whatever your thoughts are, be sure to leave us a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell icon if you haven't done so already. And with that, I'll catch you guys later in another video. Bye now!